Welcome back to another episode. Today I want to take a closer look at three semiconductor companies or three companies that are impacting the semiconductor space that are reporting earnings this week. Yes, we are at the beginning of earnings season all over again. And this is going to be the best place you're going to find out any information. So if you are curious, the three stocks we're going to take a closer look at today are Airtest Systems reporting on Monday. Then we also have Applied Digital, which focuses in kind of AI data centers and AI workloads, which is obviously crucial for AI investors. And then later this week, we do have TSMC. So if those are the only stocks you wanted to know about, that's the topic. But if you want to get more in depth of what analysts are expecting, what are we expecting from these earnings results, make sure to stay tuned for the full episode. Make sure to hit the thumbs up, subscribe button, check out the pinned comment to get special offers at fool.com/Jose, and check out my free daily semiconductor newsletter, whatthechip.happened.com. So let's get started.
I want to thank The Motley Fool for sponsoring this video, and check out fool.com/Jose for the 10 best stocks to buy now. With that link, you get a promotional offer for the subscription service. Now, let's continue with today's episode.
So the first company we're going to take a closer look at is Airtest Systems. And this is one of the few small cap companies that I tend to follow right now. So Airtest System, with the market cap of less than $500 million, it is focused in the semiconductor equipment space. More importantly, they are providing what is called burn-in test solutions. So kind of a stress test for chips, and they focus mainly in silicon carbide, which is very crucial in the automotive market. As we know, the automotive market continues to be weak, and I don't expect too much from Airtest System. The only thing that's really being a saving grace for Airtest System right now is they recently purchased an acquisition that helps them do burn-in test in the AI accelerator market. So tomorrow after the market I believe after the market closes, let me just double check. Yep, after the market closes is when they're going to report earnings. And I think the biggest thing is more just what they give on guidance. If you are an investor of the automotive market, being individual companies in the automotive space or semiconductor companies that deal in the automotive market, this is going to be crucial. There are also guidance if they do see some strong orders in their AI accelerator equipment. I think this could be a great trajectory for the stock. Now, in forms of upcoming earnings, revenue is expected to be roughly $15 million, which is still down about 30% year over year. Again, the weakness in the automotive market has reduced the needs of their equipment right now. But regardless, this company should still report earnings per share of 3 cents, so still profitable. And again, the crucial thing is going to be guidance. So $15 million in revenue, and for the upcoming quarter, analysts are expecting about $20 million in revenue. So this is what's expected. Again, even if you don't follow Airtest System, maybe you might be curious about the automotive market. Maybe they might discuss what are some other markets that could see some growth in that form of automotive chip solutions, which could be the robotics, the industrial space. So they can give us some great insight about that. The next company is going to be Applied Digital. So Applied Digital is expected to report earnings on Tuesday, January 14th, after the market closes. So Applied Digital is a very interesting company. This used to be kind of a Bitcoin mining data center play, and recently with the advancements of AI workloads, they still have kind of their crypto mining data centers or kind of infrastructure, but the new infrastructure that they are building, they're focusing on things like high performance computing and AI workloads. They do have kind of like a unique partnership with Nvidia as well. Current market cap of 1.7 billion. In the last year, the stock was up. In the past year, the stock is up over 10%, but we can see from the bottoming, the stock is down up over 200%. So pretty insane, pretty crazy price action. I think this is a company that's going to continue to have that volatility. So like I mentioned, they are expected to report earnings on Tuesday after the market closes. What we're expected to hear from them is any updates on some of their AI workloads, on some of their AI data centers. We did see here that in Ellendale, North Dakota, they did kind of hit a milestone in the HPC data center that they are building there. So while this is very unique company in the data center space, I do believe it can kind of provide some insight of how the data center market is going, right? They do have some form of exposure to that industry. So I think as AI investors, while we might not care too much of Applied Digital, this is one that can give us insight about maybe AI chip demand, about AI workload demands, about high performance computing demand, which I think is very, very crucial. Now, this is one stock that I have personally gotten somewhat interested in investing, but at a valuation right now of $1.75 billion, I'm a little hesitant. And the overall kind of thought process of investing in small companies that might not be successful is something that's holding me back as well. But I am going to be curious and going to be listening to earnings. Now, more importantly, the overall market is expecting revenue to be up 46% year over year to roughly $61 million. Unfortunately, still expected to be losing money in forms of earnings per share. Now, for the upcoming quarter, it's expected to be somewhere around $62 million in revenue. Nothing that crazy, but I believe they are going to beat these revenue estimates for guidance on the upcoming quarter. So Applied Digital, not your typical semiconductor play, not even a semiconductor place, but they are part of that ecosystem in the data center market, which is very crucial for AI players. Now, the most important one, and one I believe is going to move it's going to move the semiconductor market, is going to be TSM. So TSM is reporting earnings on Thursday before the market opens. And way before the market opens, it's going to be like near midnight on Thursday. And the reason TSM is going to be important is not for the revenue that they're expected to do, because this company does monthly revenue reports. We already know what kind of revenue they're going to be giving us in forms of this upcoming quarter. What's going to be crucial for TSM, especially for investors of companies like Nvidia, is what are they going to say about AI demand? Has there been any changes in AI demand since the last earnings report? Remember, in the last earnings report, they mentioned that AI demand is going to continue to be high. The reason I really do enjoy TSM a lot is because management just says it how it is. So if there is a slowdown in AI market, I believe TSM will be the first one to let us know, as they are very, very critical with how they say things. It doesn't matter who it affects. If it is the truth, they will say it. So TSM, I respect the management team a lot. So I'm going to be curious of any changes to the AI demand, but also any updates to maybe some of the other end markets like PC refresh cycle, the mobile refresh cycle, as that can give us some indications on some other semiconductor companies that are not necessarily in just pure AI play, right? Maybe a bullish for companies like AMD, maybe some bullish news for companies like Micron Technology. So TSM is going to be the most important. And again, it's not the numbers that they give, it's more the guidance that they give and the commentary about the current market. Some other things is they want to hear if the market is still constrained on kind of advanced packaging, which I'm going to guess it still is. But again, any updates, any changes to any supply chain issues impacting the AI chip market is going to be crucial and is going to be coming from TSM. So this is the one, as an AI investor, is the one I'm most curious about, and the one I'm gonna have my eyes set onto and read that transcript as quickly as possible. Another one I am super excited is Airtest Systems. I am a shareholder of Airtest Systems, but because their core market is really dependent in the automotive business, this is a stock that can go any direction. Applied Digital is a stock that's very volatile due to the overall nature of what business it used to be in and what it's trying to transform in. The overall growth in stock price valuation as well. I think this is going to be another one that can go any direction, but all three can provide some great insights about the semiconductor space. So those are some quick thoughts on this week's earnings. Let me know which ones you want me to do individual earnings report on. If not, I will most likely be covering them in my earnings, in my newsletter. And don't worry, my new earnings ebook is coming out soon, and I am going to have a very, very special offer. So make sure to check that out. The link is down below.